Hello, hello, hello. You guys, welcome to my new space. I am so excited about this new space. It makes me feel so good. It's funny because this is actually an old space. This is where I grew my network marketing business for so many years, and now I'm back, but it's better than ever. So as you are watching the replay, drop a hashtag fearless in the comments below. As you guys are jumping on, say hi. Let me know that you are here. I want to say hello back to you. If you guys have questions throughout this, please let me know. If you are new here, hello. My name is Ashley. I'm a women's confidence and business coach. I empower women to unlock their confidence so that they can own who they are without any apologies and make a massive income and impact online. I always say it that way, and I always think that people are going to think I'm weird, but listen, if you are here and you are here to make money, girl, you say that. Like, it's all good. Money is not a bad thing. Impact and income and impact, however the heck you want to say it. So, all right. If you guys have been following me for a while, I haven't talked about this in a while, and I got a question from somebody the other day and was like, hey, can you give an update on your anti-diet, fuck it diet, whatever the hell you want to call it, journey? And I was like, yeah, sure, I can go live. Because last year I went on a self-love journey. I was really, I'm not going to give you guys a full rundown. You guys can see stuff in the past. I've had a really bad history with disordered eating, probably borderline eating disorders, and tying my worth into my body and tying my worth into transformations and numbers and all of these things. And last year I went on this self-love journey. In about September of last year, I gave up dieting for good, and I went anti-diet. I went the fuck it. Like my favorite book ever, and this is the first one that I recommend for anybody who is fed up with dieting, who is fed up with numbers, who is fed up with their body, who is fed up with all of this. The Fuck It Diet is the first book that I always recommend for you to read. Okay, so every month after that, I was giving updates on my journey, and I was talking to you guys about it. But here's the thing. I'm like, what kind of update am I going to give? Because I really don't have an update, you guys. I don't think about food. I exercise because it feels good to me. And at this point, I really respect and love my body. So I really don't have an update as far as that goes. Like, nothing has changed. I am free from dieting. Do I have body image shit that comes up? Absolutely. Everybody is always going to have body shit that comes up. And I've learned how to deal with it. I've learned how to shift through it. I've learned how to do that. So really, there's no real update for me to give on my anti-diet journey. I'm literally just living, eating, moving, doing what feels good to me. That's my update. But I wanted to jump on. I was like, what more can I share? And I wanted to share 3 huge lessons that I've learned from this journey, because I think it is super, super important for people to hear, especially if you're at the beginning of this journey, because the beginning of this journey can really feel like this up and down roller coaster, right? At first, it feels very freeing and it feels really fun. And then all of a sudden you go down the hill and you're like, what the fuck did I do? I need to go back. I need to backpedal and I need to start dieting again. But who wants to go back to that? Because here's the thing is, I haven't talked about it in so long. I don't remember all the statistics, but basically I think it's 66%. So don't take me as God or the Bible or whatever. But let me say this, 66% of diets actually fail, like 95% of the people who go after intentional weight loss fail at intentional weight loss. They may lose some weight, but they usually 95% of people gain it back. 66% of people will gain more weight back than they started with. And so unless your end goal eventually is to gain more weight, don't go on a diet. Don't restrict. That's just the end of the story. So I forgot what I was saying, but I was going to give you guys the 3 things that I learned. So you get to that down point and you're like, maybe I should go back on a diet. But then you remind yourself of all the time you wasted. Then you remind yourself that unless your end goal is gaining more weight, I don't want to go back there. I don't want to gain more weight. I don't want to do that, right? So you keep going and it keeps getting better, and then you keep learning these lessons. So here are the top 3 lessons that I've learned in almost 9 months of 9 months, almost 10 months this year. Holy cow. Okay. 10 months, almost a year of doing anti-diet. Number 1 is this anti-diet journey is so much more about food in my body. it is so much more about food in my body. When I was in the depths of diet culture, when I was in the depths of trying to change my body, putting all my worth into my body, it was literally because I wanted some control in my life. And if you've ever heard me speak or you've listened to the book Untamed or read the book Untamed by Glennon Doyle, highly, highly suggest that book. You know that control does not equal love. Control, love, respect equals love, right? Trust equals love. And that is the second lesson that I learned, is that I can fully 100% trust myself, trust my body for making decisions. And when I did that, I found fucking freedom, you guys. Freedom, like freedom from hours of my day thinking about my body, freedom to, since I started to trust myself, right? Because I'm like, before I was like, I cannot trust myself. I cannot trust my body. I need to try to control it. That does not equal love. So I had to go on the self-love journey. As I started to go on the self-love journey, I started to gain trust in myself. So I started to trust myself with different things. With my business, I trusted myself to pivot a business that I did for 8 years. I trusted myself to take time off. You want to come say hi? No. I trusted. Okay, I'll be there in just a second. Okay. I trusted myself. I hadn't taken time off in almost 10 years. I took 7 days off, and then 2 weeks later I took another 4 days off. Best thing ever. But I had to trust myself. I've trusted myself to make decisions. How many times have you overthought a decision? Yes, all of this has come from this anti-diet journey. I trust my body to say that it needs to move. I trust my body to say that it needs vegetables or it needs a fucking cookie. Like, all right, cool, let's do it. I've eliminated stress in my life because I trust my body and I trust myself. The third thing that I've learned is that I have to, and I believe you should too, stop putting unnecessary pressure on myself. Trying to change my body was putting unnecessary pressure on myself. Trying to make things happen instantaneously, whether it be with my body, my business, my relationship, money, whatever it is unnecessary fucking pressure. And I have to release that from me. And you have to release that from you too. You want more time in your day? I want noodles. Release the pressure. And Davin wants noodles. Release the pressure from your life. Going on this journey has allowed me to stop worrying about what other people thought when that used to consume the shit out of me. Not just about my body either. It would be about like my business, my money, my relationships, the way that I showed up in life, whatever. Like I was consumed with what everybody else thought. That was unnecessary pressure. And that is what I've released from myself. I always ask myself, like, if I'm putting any kind of pressure on me, do I think that like all pressure is bad? No, I don't think all pressure is bad. We need pressure, right? But when I can take a step back and say, like, is this necessary pressure? Is this unnecessary pressure? Is this just causing me to go in a cycle where I'm beating myself up? And I would say, like, the biggest overall lesson, like there's so many lessons I've learned. Like I just quickly wrote down 3, but I could probably be here all day long. I probably should never number them. But is like that relationship with myself is so much better. Self-awareness my self-awareness started when I started on this anti-diet journey, and it allowed me to have a really good relationship with myself. I never had a really good relationship with myself. And my lips are peeling. I don't say that to brag or anything, because the one thing that like, if I were to say like the reason why I do the business that I do and the reason why I want to help more women is because I want to help them heal their relationship with themselves, because it's the most beautiful thing that you could ever see. And I want more women to trust themselves to make the right decisions in their lives, because when you have that trust, all of the other outside bullshit doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So I gotta go get this little boy some noodles. I hope that this helped you in some way. If you ever have questions about my anti-diet journey, or anything, like totally ask me. I do live coaching, free coaching every week inside my group, The Free and Fearless Entrepreneur. I also have a program starting in 10 days called the Confidence Revolution. These are the first steps that I took to start gaining confidence in myself and to start trusting myself and to start healing my relationship with myself. It's a 3-week program. It's actually a 4-week program. I don't know why I call it a 3-week program. We have 3, love you, thank you for this live today. You're welcome. We have 3 live training videos. We have a 1 live Q&A, and you're going to get 21 journal prompts because I'm big on journaling. And you can take it or leave it if you want, but there's going to be lots of action being taken in this. So it's not something that I just like teach to you. Like, we're going to take action together, and I'm going to help you work through those 3 weeks. So I will drop the link to that below. If you have questions about that, please message me. Otherwise, we are going to go have family game night and get the little man some noodles. I hope you have a fabulous weekend. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.